I have something that will trip you the fuck out. It is a revelation. You want to know what it is? Obviously. Well, I'll tell you. How's that for a deal? Make sure you like and subscribe, by the way. I'm sick of you just taking this for free. The 30% of you that don't. Anyway, here's what it is. Check it. I want you to say something that you want to be in the future. Let's say that you're doing a law degree. I want you to say, I'm a snivelling, disgusting worm that suckles on the teat of corporate Australia and greatly disbenefits, if that's a word, you've checked it out, college boy, people that aren't my goddamn corporation. No, or like, maybe the nicer version of that, if you will. That would be nice. I just want to prove this point. Okay, let's say that you're in law school and you want to be a lawyer. I want you to say, I am a lawyer. As in, right now, I'm a lawyer. Say it. Unless you not want to be a lawyer, which is probably everyone watching. Probably could have picked a better profession. I'm a nurse. I don't care what it is. I want you to say something that is a goal of yours in the future. I want you to say it now. Ooh. Hit my funny bone. Ow. It is funny. Okay? After you say that, how did that feel? I want you to also say something that you know is a lie. I want you to say something like, if you're bad at maths, I want you to say, I am good at maths. And I want you to equate those two and how they felt in your body. Why am I saying this? Probably should have said that at the beginning. I have come across an exercise that is incredible. It shows you what you actually think, what you truly believe deep down, and all it is saying it. Let's go with a classic. What do you rate yourself out of 10? I want you to just say them now. I'm a 10. I'm a 5. I'm a 7. How does that feel? Because whatever the one is in your mind that you think you are, that will come out with the most conviction. What you are saying and you believe lines up. And you can feel the wavering in your voice of, I'm a lawyer. You can feel it. Something doesn't feel genuine. You start crouching up. You can feel your heart even closing over, or whatever your particular proclivity is when you don't feel good. You will be doing one of those. You will be eliciting the behavior of someone who is lying, which means that everything you ever say, you are lying to yourself, or you are telling the truth, and you personally know. I know that I'm sounding like your mum nagging you when you stole marbles when you were 5. That's a deep cut. That's something I actually did. But anyway, that is going to have huge implications for the rest of your life, because you will know how sincerely you believe something and why is it important to believe something. Let's go through that. The reason it's important for you to believe something is because when you do, your behaviors start going in alignment with that, and it's because it's a core belief of yours. Say that you genuinely believe that you're worth $1 million a year. You will start accumulating the habits, the behaviors, the skill set to accumulate $1 million a year. But you actually have to believe that you are worth that money in the first place. That's the clue, right? That's the key point. If you don't have that core conviction, you've got no basis to stem from. Does that make sense? So essentially, whatever you want to do in your life, you really have to have the belief that it's possible in the first place. Now, that's all an intellectual exercise. How do you test it? You test it by saying it, and if you say it with conviction, if you say it with meaning, you will be able to tell how far down that path you are. That's all I want you to know. It's just like that first step of knowing not only is it possible, it's my destiny. I want you to know that it's your destiny to do these things. So, how we do that is by just looking in the mirror and saying what our goals are, or whatever it is that you want, or like even when we're just talking about your basic level of self-esteem, because that has a huge factor in your success in life. Massive. If you don't believe that you're worth what you're getting in life, you will subconsciously start to meet what your expectations are for yourself. So, test it out. Test it out in the mirror. You have your goals. I just want you to go into the mirror and say them, and I want you to see if there's that kind of wavering in your voice when you say it. If there is that wavering in your voice when you say it, then you have some incantations, don't you? You've got the things that you need to say first thing in the morning until you truly believe them, until you can say them with, this is the word, conviction. There is unshakableness in your body. That's the feeling that I want. If there is any feeling of shakeability, or if you feel like you're crouching in on yourself when you're saying it, that means you have work to do. If you can just say it as freely as the fact that you say, I have brown hair, I have green eyes. You see how there's no wavering in that whatsoever? Let's try an experiment, shall we? I have yellow eyes. Look, all right, I'm going to try and say it again. I have yellow eyes. I have yellow eyes. Don't you see that there's like an overcompensation happening there, as opposed to I have green eyes? Even when I'm trying not to waver out of that, you can hear me going, I have yellow eyes. I can't just say it with ease, because it's just not what I believe. The thing is that's crazy about this though, I honestly think that if I started incanting that, I have yellow eyes, I have yellow eyes, I have yellow eyes, a lot of people would look at me really strangely when I'm walking down the street, and I'd be looking at them strangely, being like, the reason you're looking at me strangely is because you don't have this extremely rare mutation in your eye fucking color, right? You would think that eventually I would actually be able to say that with conviction. So I want you to do the same thing. I want you to test out what your goals are. Obviously, the precluder to this is that you have to have your goals, which is tantamount. I don't know why you're watching this channel if you're a regular, if you don't have your goals, but then I want you to see which of these you actually believe in your core, and then the ones that you don't, the ones that you have this weak little maybe, I want you to incant them in the morning. I want that to become a belief. And when it comes to the concept of yourself, what do you want yourself to be? Say this in the mirror, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. How does that feel? Just spat when I said it. I've probably got to work on that myself. Maybe I think I'm a piece of shit. But I want you to feel that. How does that feel? If it feels wrong, maybe that you should start doing it, yeah? Maybe you should start incanting that. I want you to just see what the beliefs are of yourself, yeah? So, I want you to think about what the ideal you is, and then I want you to say that in the mirror. Please do this, by the way. Please do it. Give yourself the 10. You are not going to be doing anything more important in the next 10 minutes. I can assure you that. Give me 10 minutes. After this stops, go out, go do that. Do your goals. And then, bonus homework for the people that really want to succeed, I want you to write down what your ideal version of yourself is, and I want you to say those things in the mirror and see which of those actually align with you. And know that if it doesn't align with you, all you have to do is fake it till you make it. And eventually, you will believe those things and you will subconsciously start moving towards that person. And bonus homework, if you really want to succeed in life, I highly recommend you sign up to Jordan Shanks. 1 or 2 videos extra a week, same price as a cup of coffee, and you will have unfettered access to a bunch of tools, tips, tricks. Yeah, it's like Pee-wee trick borders, except for the mind, on Friendly Geordies. Jordan Shanks, sorry. You can sign up to Friendly Geordies as well. That'd also be of great help. But that would be of great help to the community. Fuck the community. What about you? Yeah? You got to start investing it yourself, buddy. And I'm telling you, it is a much better investment to be putting it in that $5 into Jordan Shanks than it is to the cup of coffee. So do it. Stop investing in lame stocks when you could be investing in sick-ass Dogecoin. That's me, all right? I'm Dogecoin. Is that meme old yet? Yep, definitely. It has been for months. See ya.